Hello and welcome to this series on using the Azial Arts Landscape Master Material. In this first video, we're going to just quickly cover how to download it and open the project, as well as how to add the landscape material to any existing projects that you like to use it in. The first thing you want to do is come to the download page, which is probably where you're watching this video, so good job. Step number one. And step number two is we're going to go ahead and download whatever the most recent version of the material is. So I'm on version 2.05, so I'm going to go ahead and click on that to download it. And we're going to choose download anyway, and then that will go ahead and download to our downloads folder. Now that my project folder is downloaded, I'm going to go ahead and right click on it to extract it. And once I've extracted the file, I can go ahead and come in here and open the project. I tend to like to copy this folder, Azial Arts Material folder, into the location that I have all my other Unreal Engine projects. Then we'll go ahead and double click on the project to open it. And by default, the project should load into this starting level here. Now, in the project that you've gone ahead and downloaded, it just has the Azial Arts material, some textures and asset, and a starting level here, which is giving you an example of the material being used on an actual landscape. So this folder here contains everything you need to get the material to work properly in another project. So if we'd like to go ahead and add this material to another project, all we have to do is come here to the main folder in my content browser that says Azial Arts Material, right click on it and choose Migrate. This will ask me to take a look at the project files that I'm migrating, which is all okay. And now I'm going to find the project that I'd like to migrate this material into to start using. And that I will look in my Unreal Engine project directory, which for you might be document Unreal Engine projects, unless you've changed it to a different location. I'm going to come over here to AA Material Example, come to the content folder, and when I'm inside the content folder for the project I'd like to migrate this to, I can go ahead and choose Select Folder, and it will go ahead and copy all the files necessary over to the new project. Every time that you update this material with a new version, for example, that you've downloaded from the same location, you can always update that in those projects by coming and doing the same process, choosing Migrate, choosing OK, coming to the content folder for the project you'd like to migrate into, and going ahead and choosing Select Folder, and it will tell you, oh, there's already a bunch of assets related to this material in that project. And more often than not, you want to say, yes, apply all, and yes, I want to overwrite, because then that will overwrite this material with all the new updates that I have if you're updating the material for some reason. So now I went and opened the project that I migrated the material into, and the folder is here and we are ready to go. So within the Azial Arts material folder here, we have a few different categories. First is we have the main master material, which is where all the logic is contained for the material. And then we have some material instances, which are just presets that I've set up for you to get you started. We have one for desert, for grasslands, and for a snowy land, a snowy landscape. So you can either use these preset material instances or make your own, which we're going to cover in future lessons. Just as a sort of a tour, there's also a bunch of other assets in here. We have the preset texture that come with the material that are basic grass and rock textures. In the material functions folder, we have all the material functions that I've built as part of this material. In the maps folder, we have my starting map, my example map that we opened to a minute ago. In the RVT folder here, we have all the assets related to setting up objects with runtime virtual textures. I've given you all the functions and set up everything necessary for you to use virtual textures in your projects, and we're going to cover how to use that in a future lesson as well. And finally, we have our landscape grass foliage folder, and this is where I've saved all the assets that will spawn on your landscape automatically as part of the landscape grass function. So let's go ahead and drag one of these material instances onto my landscape here. So I'll go ahead and choose my landscape, and I'll go ahead and drag in my grassland onto the landscape. And there we go. It looks like it's working properly. I will see you in the next one.